get no pussy. Now, because he complained to you about making the account negative, now you're not cooking dinner. Like, how in the fuck do you think that that's going to help your relationship? What man's going to want more of that? So a lot of the stuff that I talk to y'all about is just common sense. Don't y'all notice that every time I go live, all I do is talk about common sense, what the average person likes, what makes everybody happier, what makes everybody get along better, basic communication. All I do is talk to y'all about common sense. Common sense. This doesn't make sense. From a male perspective, this is illogical. Ladies, men think this is stupid. This is why. This is creating a problem. This is why. This doesn't really reflect what y'all say this, but y'all don't really mean it. This is how we know y'all don't mean it, because y'all do A, B, C, D, and E, but y'all tell us this. And that's why we know it's false. That's why we don't listen to y'all when y'all tell us shit, because we know that a lot of the things that y'all tell us are false or hypocritical. Like, I'm breaking all of it down to y'all. I'm breaking down why men ignore y'all. I'm breaking down why we tune a lot of the shit y'all say out. I'm breaking down why we laugh at y'all dating strategies and how y'all evaluate men and how y'all come up with y'all system on when sex will happen and all this stuff that don't make sense or is really irrelevant. We laugh at it. So, man, I can't find my phone. So I just wanted to start it off with my little logical breakdown. And I did actually have a couple of posts that I wanted to talk about. So this post is directly related to my dating and compatibility guide that I'm about to be coming up with. I put up a picture of the cover the other day. So I've been telling y'all about it. I've been working on it for a minute. Something real short, sweet, to the point, where you'll be able to download the ebook. Like I said, I think it's going to be about $1.50. It's about 20 pages of, but it's quick. It's something you can read in less than an hour if you're sitting there focused on it. And it breaks down the thought process you should have on dating, what you should be focusing on, the type of conversations and discussions that you should have, specific questions, follow-up questions, the type of responses you should be looking for. And then it has a dating and compatibility guide where you can actually scale and evaluate your feelings towards a person that you're dating so that you can make an educated decision on your dating. We can do less feelings, more data, more logic, more information. So somebody brilliant told me that people that solve problems are celebrated. So I'm trying to help y'all solve the problem that y'all have with dating. For $1.50. Less than $2. Less than your lipstick, less than your chapstick, less than your fucking lunch. So y'all won't have any excuses to not be able to spend the $1.50 and actually download it and see what I'm talking about. So the post that I put up said 4 signs that you failed the dating phase of your relationship. Because this is one of the most common things you see in dating. Most people fail the dating phase, especially women. There are lots of men that fail the dating phase too, because those are the men that allow y'all to get in relationships and they barely been knowing y'all. So there are lots of silly men that go along with women's flawed dating strategies. They're not the men that I talk about. They're not the elite men that y'all want to be with, but there are several men that do it too. So y'all don't need to bring up that men do it too. We know men do it too. But this is something that you see more women do than men. So number 1, ways that you can tell that you completely failed the dating phase of your relationship. So now, what is the dating phase? The dating phase is where you first meet somebody and your only job is to figure out if there's a mutual romantic interest and figure out if you're compatible with them or not. And y'all epically fail it. Your only job is to figure out if y'all are mutually romantically interested in one another. And then figure out if y'all are compatible enough to be able to date long term. Epic fails. So That's the purpose of dating. That's what you should be doing. So, number one, you cannot openly express your thoughts and feelings or ask relevant questions without it creating drama or argument. Perfect, major scenario. How can you be in a relationship with somebody where you cannot discuss what is bothering you? You know what I'm saying? Like, so why'd you marry this motherfucker if you can't talk to him? If you can't have a basic conversation about something that's bothering you or something you feel or something you think is important, why are you fucking them raw? Why are you having kids by them? Why are you connecting your livelihood to them? Makes absolutely no sense. So that's the first indication that somebody got a straight F in the dating phase. Is there anybody that would like to dispute that? It's blatantly obvious, right? He's doing this. Well, talk to him about it. No, I can't talk to him. He'll be. Then why the fuck are you married to him, sis? Like, a real man is not mad when somebody comes to him to talk to him about something. Talk to me, shit. How the fuck I'm supposed to know you mad about it or it's bothering you? Yeah, we can. I'll let you know we can compromise. I'll let you know why I do it that way. I'll let you know why I handled it that way. I'll break down what I meant when I said it. I'll break down why I thought that. That's why I never have any problems breaking down my posts. I can go live and screenshot anything from my page and look at it and instantly talk about it like a fucking expert. Why? Because everything I think is sound, logical, and reasonable. It's common sense. That's all I do. Like, I screenshot my shit from my page, and when I'm live, I look at it and I talk about it. Don't I drop gems every time? Don't I drop knowledge every time? Don't I put it in perfect perspective every time? Don't I open up the mic for all the haters or the people that want to prove me wrong every time? I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right. So let's see, number 2 on my list. You find yourself constantly getting frustrated at your partner's thinking or behavior, or you're constantly being questioned about what you think and do. You failed the dating phase. If you can't tell that somebody's a damn fool and don't make sense and don't make logical decisions by spending months and years around them, fucking them, going on dates with them, what were you paying attention to? How did you not know that she wasn't a logical thinker? How did you not know that she can't have a conversation and explain anything in detail? How can you have 2 kids with somebody that can't explain to you why they did something, why they made a decision? How long do it take you to figure that out? I can figure out a coworker that's a damn fool within the first couple of days of working around. How are you fucking somebody raw, dating them for months or years or decades, and you ain't figured out that they can't make no sense? Or they got to question you about everything you do. If everything you do is damn fool, makes you look like a damn fool to the person you with, something's wrong with your logic and reasoning. Right? There's a reason the women that disagree with everything on my page can never give you a thorough, articulate explanation like I give y'all. They'll never be able to break down a post of mine and tell you how it don't make sense, how it don't fit logic, how the words are used out of context. You'll never be able to see somebody to do that with a Terry Duran post. Never, ever, ever. Because when every post is rooted in logic, rooted in reasoning, all I do is use real world examples to illustrate every thought, every point, etc. Does that mean that every man on earth is going to feel like that? No, damn fool. Nothing applies to all men. So when they rebut me with, not all men feel like this, Terry, are they telling us any new information? No. No, I knew that already. You should have known that already. You know what I'm saying? So what are they really adding to the conversation? Nothing. When I break down something and men from all around the world, you hit the nail on the head, bro. I just dealt with this. That's how my ex was. All these men are confirming that they've experienced this, but I'm making it up. Does that make any sense? No. Let's see what I have. Number 3. You find yourself having to negotiate or persuade them to do things that are necessary to maintain any healthy relationship. Does that make any sense whatsoever? You have to negotiate. You have to beg them to tell you what's wrong. You gotta beg. You gotta negotiate. You gotta offer them something for them to be able to do something basic, like communicate. Like how are you in a relationship where you have to do that? You got to beg them to do the things that you got to beg them to sit and talk about the problem. You got to beg them to sit down and talk about what's wrong. How are we going to fix this issue? The cat's locked up, man. He's my wife got some balloons and stuff around the house. So he's just begging to get out the cage. Yeah, we do have a cat. He's locked up, so he can't be trusted around my wife's crabs and decorations for her Delta event. So he's in prison right now. All right, so let's see the 4th way that you can tell that you completely failed the dating phase. Your views on having a family, finances, commitment, or getting married is very different than your partner's. That is a major, major sign that you've epically failed the dating phase. When you did not figure out what a person's long-term relationship goals are and make sure that they're aligned, you should be figuring this out before you commit to somebody, before you get in a relationship with them. Not 3 years in. Not 4 years in. You should not be dealing with somebody for years and then figure out that they don't want kids. You should not be in a relationship with somebody for several years to figure out that they don't know how to manage their money. What were you paying attention to? What made you want to marry them? What made you decide that you wanted to have a child with them? That's why I say women pay attention to the stupidest stuff. How did you not know that this dude is illogical? That other men don't respect him? That he does not, that other men treat him like a damn fool when he's around them? That his coworkers look at him like he's a fucking idiot? How did you not pick up on what everybody else noticed about this dude? That's why I don't really feel sorry for y'all. That just means that you wasn't paying attention to shit. You made bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. Compounded them all and got married and had children by somebody that you were not compatible with. Doesn't make sense to me. I would never do it. But when you talk to women about it, when you try to tell them about it, that I have my right to my opinion, that's the type of responses you get. So they don't want nobody questioning why they make the decisions that they make. They want to be able to do it because they grown, they independent, they can do what they want to do, etc. But when you point out how the things that they do are so idiotic, damn fool mistakes that anybody with common sense should be able to talk themselves through, now you're the bad guy. Now you bashing women. You bashing women by pointing out how they get in these situations that make absolutely no sense. Over and over and over again. 25 years experience dating men, you still making the same mistake.